Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. As many of you will probably know, a few days ago, we lost Mike from China Guitar Skeptics, or CGS, in his ongoing fight with a terrible disease that he had. I really wasn't sure whether I wanted to say anything about this on camera. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm still I'm still not sure, but I'm sure as many of you, I was really saddened by the news when it came out. But this morning, like a lot of the other mornings, I was thinking about him, and I just thought that it might be important to talk about some of the effects he had on other people. And I'm obviously just going to talk from a personal point of view. And again, let me state, I was unfortunately never able to personally meet with him, so my interactions were through comments, etc. But I think the beauty of what Mike did was that he was very personal, even in a crazy medium such as video and YouTube. So you actually felt emotionally attached to him in a way that is, maybe doesn't happen very often with other YouTubers or people. So as some of you will know, in this YouTube guitar community, I am a fairly new member, just been around a couple or a year or so. But obviously I've been as a viewer in it for a long, long time. And China Guitar Skeptic was one of the first channels that I started watching regularly. And I thought it was really interesting because to me, it brought a very human side to things. And whether it was his personality or just the way he was, but Mike was incredibly relatable. And so it was basically like sitting there with a friend, talking guitars. I think his sort of revolution, at least from my perspective, was that he looked like us, he talked like us, he wasn't somewhere crazy, LA, whatever it is, was in a house like us. And you kind of just got that feeling that it was just a normal guy that loved deeply what he was doing and had a real passion for life, music, guitars, etc. So there's no doubt that that inspired me in many ways, also to fight through my own, demons in terms of, am I not good enough to be on YouTube? Do I have to have this persona that is not me, etc.? Because he was just himself and he was fantastic. And so that is a real example of the things you can achieve if you do things with your heart and just by being honest and being yourself. So I think that for me is a real legacy that he left. And as I said, even if it's just me, and I can't talk for anyone else or anyone else in this community, but even for me, that had a real impact in my life. And so I'll cherish that forever, and I'll be honestly grateful to him for having showed me that you could just be yourself and be natural on camera, not be too scripted, not be too Hollywood, just be yourself. And if people relate to it, they do. If they don't, they don't. Always willing to share the vast amount of knowledge that he had, and in many ways help people make right decisions. And I think that's something which, again, I really value, and that I hope in very little ways I can do myself, and I certainly aspire to do. So another point that I really want to mention that keeps going in my head is the fact that he was very open and inspiring in the way that he dealt with his illness, this horrible illness. Never, at least on YouTube, and that's all I can say. Obviously personal life is something different, but the positivity which came out of all the videos that he did before and after his illness was incredible and really inspiring. And we should really just take a moment to think about this. Never did he show bitterness, anger. I got upset for him on many occasions because of the usual silly comments that people were posting, especially at the beginning of his illness. But he was always so loving and transparent in the way that he dealt with things that it really is a life lesson and something that will be remembered. So I just want to say I'm really sorry to his family and friends for their loss, and anyone who is close to him personally. He will be in our hearts forever, and we're just very grateful, I think, like many other people, that we got an opportunity to meet, whether it's virtually or whatever through the screen, someone so positive and so joyful. I know many people around the world, millions of people die every day. And we have a lot to learn from every single of those people. So I'm sorry if I've blabbed on too much. Again, this wasn't scripted. I just really wanted to just say thank you.